The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. Aw, there's a little feathered friend here. Hello, feathered friend. Well, the creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Okay, maybe not so feathered, but still pretty cool. We have our hut here. The house looks cheery and well kept. It has the sign of the healer above the entrance. In the distance, the road winds northward toward a walled castle. So we wanted to talk to the healer because there's a lot of quests and there's something that just glittered there. It is made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, probably stolen from the healer's garden. So it looks like we found our ring that the healer is missing. This little feathered friend, or not so feathered friend, acquired it. There's a bird-like creature sitting in the nest. We need to get that herb to get some money. And there's a couple of ways we can do this. The first way is we can throw rocks at the nest to try to free it. We could try climbing the tree and balancing across. Or we could use our freshly acquired fetch spell. Even though there's only 5 expertise points in a spell, the more powerful the spell, the more useful it becomes and the more things you can do with it. Chances are we're probably not going to be able to do much with only 5 expertise, but it is a good option to do as well. Plus, by fetching it, we don't have to worry about injuring our friend. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and go talk to the healer. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Yes, come on in." The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me. I always have so much to do around here. Oh, look, there's another fuzzy, non-feathered friend. Hello. You see a winged lizard, much like the one you saw outside. I want a winged lizard. It's so cute. Hello. Can you tell me about yourself? Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I'll be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet Terry. Aw, Terry is so cute. Hi. Terry doesn't want to talk to me. Such a shame. Can you tell me about your pet Terry? Oh, that's my pet Terry, the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. What's a pterosaur? They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. And you lost a ring, I heard? My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb Athelas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. And there's a reward? I will give 6 golds to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Very good. I like that sound of that. And you sell potions? I make and sell healing potion, power potion, vigor potion, and undead unguent. Undead unguent. I don't even know what an unguent is. Can you tell me what an undead unguent is? Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. Well, that sounds nasty. Zombies? There are not many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits I have heard. Can you tell me about these floating spirits? Floating spirits are the ghosts that which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use undead unguent first. Well, I know what healing potions are, but can you tell me about the healing potions you make? This potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. And you sell vigor potions? Vigor Potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina. Okay, I'll bite. Stamina? Stamina is a measure of the energy the body uses as you work or play. Yeah, kinda knew that. Are your power potions any different from Zara's power potions? Power potions restore the energy needed to cast spells. Okay, I take that as a no. Do you know any magic? I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I'm a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. I guess you don't then. Tell me about what kind of spell components I need to be on the lookout for. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now, I need some of Arana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and... oh yes! Cheetah claws. I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have, so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. What is Trollbeard? The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day, and so are only found at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. You mentioned flowers from Arana's Peace? I use flowers from Arana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place even when they are dried. I'll pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. I've heard of this Arana's Peace before. Can you tell me more about it? Almost due north of here is a meadow called Arana's Peace. This is a very magical area, and I understand that is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. We are also told that there is treasure to be found here, if we can figure out the secret of the area. Cheetah claws. The cheetah looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. That's quite a lot of money. Mandrake root. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, but mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. So there's some kind of root here, but you can only pull it at midnight in a graveyard. Good to know. Tell me about the castle. You can see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards and our company, so I hear. What about the Baron? Poor man. He hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. Yes, what about his son? He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. And his daughter? The dear child. I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It is hard to believe that she is gone. There's been some brigand trouble around here, correct? Those brutes! I'm always having to deal with someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Well, it's a good thing that we're not a thief, no siree. Moving on. What about the farmer? Would you believe the brigands almost killed him a while back? Fortunately, the leader made them bring Heinrich here where I could heal him. Wait, the brigand leader saved the farmer's life? Well, that's interesting. Who is this leader? I heard the brigand leader ordering those nasty men to bring poor Heinrich here after they hurt him so. I gave them all a good scolding, so you can imagine. That's bizarre. Evil brigand leader saving farmers? Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite golden ring. I will give a reward to the one who returns it. Okay, so the simple thing is to climb the tree. We're going to go ahead and use fetch. It's not going to work right away, but we do need to skill up our magical skill. We only have 15 points, so we can use it 3 times. So let's go ahead and use it 3 times. Well, you take a lovely gold ring from the nest. You place the ring into your pack and the nest on the ground. It actually worked. I can't believe it. That actually worked. First try. First try! Alright, so our intelligence just went up, but also increased our magic point. I didn't realize intelligence also increased magic. Our stealth is at 59, by the way. what we can do now is look at the time. Sunset approaches. We need to get back to the inn so we can talk to the merchant that was robbed. First thing we want to do, though, is go ahead and claim our reward. Let's give her the golden... Let's look at the golden ring first. You have 1 gold ring. Okay. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome, as you quickly leave to avoid being kissed again. And he bravely ran away. Okay, sunset approaches. Sunset approaches, so we still have a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and climb this tree over and over and over again. There we go. It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree, and we want to just spam the button continually until we climb up like we just did. Although sometimes you get lucky on the roll of the dice. As you can see, even though we climbed up once, we're still having trouble climbing up again. And what we're really doing is we're increasing our climbing skill as well as increasing our stamina. And it looks like now we got into a rhythm where we can climb up and down with no issues at all. Fantastic. What's the time of day? Sunset is still approaching. Let's go ahead and just pick up a ton of small rocks. We'll pick up 5. You're carrying so much you can hardly move. It's a good time to stop picking up rocks. We have 50 small rocks. And now what we're going to do is we are just going to quickly just throw these rocks at the tree. Really, we're not doing anything at all. We're just increasing our skill. But I'll see you guys as soon as we're done throwing rocks. So after throwing 50 rocks, our throwing skill has went up to 17. Our climbing skill went up to 36. Our luck actually increased. I'm not really sure how that works. Our strength has gone up. Our agility and vitality has gone up. Most importantly, our stamina max is now 28 and our magic max is 16. So we can do a bit more. Can we go ahead and cast this spell? That spell is no longer useful here, but you did get some practice. Is that actually practicing though? Are we using it? Yes, we did. Okay, so our magic went up to 18. Good practice. Now we want to head to the inn to go ahead and talk to the merchant. The sheriff is no longer here because it's nighttime, or it's getting nighttime. And here is the merchant. The merchant is a rather fat man with a small mustache and beard. He wears a turban. Let us say hello. Take a seat. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in, when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. We will be with you in 1 second. I am Shema. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? I wish to know more about you first. What is your name? I am Shema, which means in the words of the kata, she at the dance. A dance, you say? It is true I love to dance, but my soul cannot fly so far from home. Where is your home? Our homeland is far to the south. It is called Shapir. Shapir? Shapir is where we kata come from. It is warm and glowing, and the sun is always so bright. Tell me more about the kata. Kata are a quiet and gentle people. You both seem very friendly, I will say. Tell me about your partner, Shamin. He is my soulmate. It's kind of strange that it took us to this page after that. What of this merchant? Abdullah will always be our guest and friend. And Abdullah? Abdullah too is from the land of Shapir. And there was a robbery? Abdullah will be honored to tell you of that. Well, it's kind of... I hate to ask him that. Do you mind if I ask you questions? It is Shamin who is the speaker for the house, for I have much work to do to serve you. Oh, I'm sorry about that. If you wish to know more about such things, then you should speak to him. Right. That's really kind of rude. You asked me about food or drink and I'm chatting you up. You have a job to do. Tell me about the food. We have very good stew of newborn lamb along with honey chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of a meal. Well, that sounds wonderful. Can I go ahead and order that? Buy yourself a meal for 3 silvers. You pay Shema for a meal. In the meantime, let's talk to our merchant friend. Hello, what is your name? I am Adoladu, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me about this robbery? 2 weeks ago, I was carrying off to be wealthy beyond what you could ever dream of. I, Abduladu, would be the first merchant into the valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. What are these brigands? The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Can you tell me about this magic? The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. What are the Minotaur? The Minotaur is the creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. And very strange, of course. Yes, indeed. So this could be Minotaur or Minotaur. I will say both often. It's just, I like both pronunciations. What is this leader? The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. Oh, is this like a comic villain where it's like, I will go steal all of his stuff? But no, that doesn't make sense. I don't think he's like this crazy person because we heard from the healer how he actually seems to have a good heart at its core. Like he's a thief, not a murderer. Very, very interesting character. Can you tell me about the wizard? The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. We know that he giggles and has brightly colored clothes, according to the poster. Oh, that food looks amazing. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Thank you so very much. Let's go ahead and eat. The food tastes surprisingly good and the drink is delicious. I kind of like how they did this where, you know, she goes, takes her order, you have time to talk, and then she brings you the food. Permit me to clear the table for you. And then after you're done eating, she comes back and picks up your plate and walks away. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Can you tell me about the guards? Here I pay good money for men to protect me. And what do they do when I need protection? Oh, they run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. Sounds like you need a hero. Tell me about the wealth that you lost. I had treasures carefully bought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me. Oh, a magic carpet. Why can't we ask about magic carpets? That'd be really cool. Tell me about your friends here. Even though they, too, just lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shema are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. And Shema? She is the finest of cooks. Outside of myself, that is. But her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. And Shamin? He is the very prince of Katas. Oh, that's a nice thing to say. What about Shapir? Ah, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and ifrits who seek to drive all men and Katas from the land. Really? I have heard nothing but like really good stuff about Shapir, and here you are saying that's plagued by evil spirits and stuff? But I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. Well, it's not too bad. So we have talked him up, we have eaten. We could get in room here, but we're not going to. And the reason, wow, that door slams harsh. We're not going to because I need the time to pass just a little. So we're going to take a 60-minute rest. And we're going to go back here because there is a dark place that was mentioned that we should be wary of. It is very dark, but you see something shining on the ground at the far end of the valley. We're going to save because it's a Sierra game. Should always save. This place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing at the other end of the alley. Can we, like, fetch it? Your spells don't seem to work here. Oh, well, that's a shame. What is that? You just see a glint from here. Looks like a coin of some kind.
That coin light spell gets them every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak there your cash, and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade. Your life for your money.
So we just got ambushed and we're about to die. We could give him money. However, the instruction manual says if you use your lockpick on someone, you make the thief sign to let someone know you're a thief. So we're going to use our lockpick instead.
Ah, you mean that the first victim we've had in months is a thief? Here, I thought we were finally going to make some money. Tell Crusher that the password is Schwarterfish. He's in the tavern. Now go, before I forget that you made a sign and make you pay anyway.
Let's go ahead and save and see what happens if we don't. Despite your intentions, you feel calmness and sense a peace descend upon you, as you even consider thoughts of violence. Wait, so they can commit violence against me, but not I against them? Okay, well, let's just wait and see what happens if we just stick around. Hey, you gonna do something? Can I, like, hit you? Thieves seem to be ignoring you. Huh. Alright, well, I guess they give you plenty of time to go ahead and leave. I wasn't expecting that. Let's go ahead and get back to our sneak mode. And we will save. But then we'll load and see what happens if we don't decide to give them anything. I missed this spot. Perhaps you shouldn't explore dark alleys at night unless you're looking for trouble. Or you should look in your manual to learn how to deal with thieves. And yes, so basically what the game is saying is make sure you read the manual, which we did. That's why we survived. Let's go ahead and go into the Thieves Guild. Hey, Crusher.
What's the password?
The password is Schwarterfish. And I hope I'm not insulting anyone when I say it like that. I love the music. It's so simplistic, but it's so wonderful. This dark and seedy place is less than you expected of a Thieves Guild. You feel uneasy about the sinister mood here. The man seated by the table greets you with a scowl. Crusher is his usual, amiable self, and you can't quite make out what lurks beyond that massive door.
Beginners! Why do they keep giving me beginners? Rabble, 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 rabble. I tell you, Crusher, that a thief of my stature and abilities should be stuck in a podunk town besieged by brigands who aren't even union members is the height of injustice. Rabble, 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 rabble.
I like how he's just he's just beating along with his foot.
It will cost you 25 silvers to work in town. Just pay Boris at the door. If you don't have the cash, go steal some.
I think we actually do have the cash, though. Whoa, that was a good shot. Holy cow. Hello, Crusher. Crusher ignores you. Hello, good sir. Could I ask you some questions?
I don't have time to talk to unlicensed scum. Pay your guild license fee, and then we can talk. Why don't you go do something constructive, like steal Otto Zero?
I don't know if stealing Otto Zero is a good idea. Hello.
A thief's license will cost you 25 silvers. You will need a license to use any of our services.
Let's go ahead and buy our... We do have money, right? We have 6 gold and 6 silver. Yes, we do. You may buy a license, a lockpick, and a toolkit. Well, the toolkit is way more expensive than we have. We already have a lockpick, so let's get our license.
Welcome to the Thieves Guild Union, local 1313.
You have 1 Thieves Guild license. It weighs 0.1 pounds. Hi, can you talk to me now? Can you tell me about thieves? There are only a few members of our guild still around here. Well, with the snow and the brigands keeping away all the tours, it's hard to earn a decent living. What about stealing? I have had beginners before, but this guild reached a new low when you joined. Child, you are a thief. Stealing is how you make a living. So go out there and steal something, and hopefully you'll get, that is, you won't get caught. Did you mention those brigands? Those non-union cretins are giving thieves a bad name. I'm sure they have a spy planted in our organization. Spy? Someone is leaking out insider information to the brigands. You just can't trust anyone these days. Trust no one, right? What about our Thieves Guild? Where else but here can one mingle freely with others of our chosen profession, sharing tips and secrets? Where else can you safely fence stolen items? Where else can you ask questions like these and not be thrown into jail? The guild is truly your home away from home. Can you give me any tips? Don't get caught. Okay, that's good to know. What about any secrets? That would be telling. Okay. What about Crusher? Crusher is our personal manager. Is our personnel manager. Oh, because he crushes people who are bad. Fencing. Just give your stolen items to Boris and you'll be duly compensated. Or in terms of monsieur to your apparent intellect, you get cash for your loot. And Boris? Boris is our accountant. I love how they have an accountant. That's amazing. What about scabs? Those who do not pay the union fees are the lowest form of life. And what is your name? I am known as the Chief. And this town? There are a few places around here where a clever and skilled thief can make some silver. Perhaps even you could steal something. What about the sheriff? The sheriff provides a very useful service in this town. He arrests anyone too stupid to be a good thief. I like how he says that. So basically, if you're a bad thief, it's good that you're not a thief any longer because it gives the Thieves Guild a bad name. What about Otto? He is the sheriff's goon. Tools. We will gladly sell you a modest fee, a lockpick. However, for the true professional, we have a thief toolkit which will allow you to pick anything with a little practice. Just talk to Boris. And daggers? A dagger is a thief's best weapon. If you ever get good with one, then perhaps we could play a little game. What is this game? You and I could throw some daggers at the board over there and bet upon which of us will throw better. Bet? We could start small, perhaps a silver a throw. With each throw, a dagger at the board, and the dagger closest to center wins. You're peppering that board pretty good. This is a specially designed dagger board. So we need to do a couple things. First off, we need to come back here to sell stolen items. And I know we're trying not to be a thief. We want to be a hero. We don't want to be someone we consider to be scummy. We didn't steal to get rich. We stole to survive. But, everything here is so expensive. We've seen how much things cost. If we are to survive in this world and to become a hero, we're gonna have to bend the rules a little bit so that way we can buy the tools we need to become a hero. You see, we're not stealing to steal, we're stealing to survive. We're not gonna steal anything tonight though. It is... I don't know why it turns blue. I really don't understand that. What time of day it is. The night is still young. We're gonna go to bed at the inn. And then tomorrow we're gonna go up to the castle. And we are going to try to find Arana's piece. May you dream all the rewards you deserve. Thank you. You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silvers for the room. That is really expensive though. I mean, the sleep heals and refreshes you. You have 5 silvers for the room and 3 silvers for the meal. That's basically a gold a night. And we only had 3 gold pieces and 6 silver pieces, so we don't have a lot of money to play around with. We do have 4 food rations though, so we're going to skip breakfast and instead use our food rations if we get hungry so that way we can save some money. Let's go ahead and head up to the north, to the castle. Hello there. What is your name, good sir?
My name is Carl.
Hi, Carl. Tell me about the castle.
This is a castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg.
Are there any jobs here?
The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, you may come on in.
I think I would. Tell me about the stables.
Cleaning up after the horses is a good way to build your muscles.
And the Baron?
My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter.
What about this loss?
10 years ago, the Baron's daughter, Elsa, was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse.
And what of Elsa?
Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the Jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now.
Hut?
Baba Yaga has a hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there.
And the Baroness?
The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her.
York?
He was a very jolly fellow who used to love to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe.
And this Baba Yaga?
This powerful ogress is the curse of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic.
What about the curse?
The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent the baronial guards after her, only the captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose. All that you treasure shall be taken from you." In a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness.
Ew. That's not good. We've already asked about the hut. Tell me about Bernard.
The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead.
Can you tell me about reward?
There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the Brigand Warlock, there is a reward of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the Brigand Leader, there is a reward of 50 gold, and the title of Hero of Spielberg.
I like that hero title. Tell me more about that?
Hero of the Realm of Spielberg is a title of respect and honor. A true hero can release this land from its curse using his intelligence and courage.
I think I've asked about all that. Tell me about your guards.
The Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga.
And I've already asked about Reward. Tell me more about the valley.
Spielberg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family. Now, the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin this land has come to.
What about monsters?
There are many foul creatures stalking the forest since the Baron has too few guards to protect this valley from them.
And the graveyard?
Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night.
One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own death unless one uses protection. Can you let me in?
Just a minute while I raise the gate.
So a couple really good things that we learned there. We learned that the graveyard was cursed, and I think we knew that. But more importantly, we learned that we cannot go to the graveyard without protection, which is what the undead and Gwent, I guess, is. So we want to avoid the graveyard as much as possible, unless we have that potion. Go away. This is just the barracks for us guards. Okay, well, we're gone then. Hello, good friends. Can you tell me about the castle?
This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg.
Tell me about his daughter.
The Baron's daughter has been gone for years.
What is your name?
My name is Frederick.
And the barracks?
The barracks are off to the right, but you have no business going there.
Bald spot?
Pierre is very proud of his mustache, but don't mention his bald spot.
Okay. Can you tell me about the Baron?
No one enters a castle without the Baron's permission.
The Baron sees no one.
And who are you?
This is a castle of Baron von Spielberg. Yes. What is your name?
My name is Pierre.
Oh, I was told you had a bald spot.
Don't get me mad.
All right, sorry. We won't get you mad. We'll leave you guys in peace. Here we have the stables. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. There should be some work here. Hello, you have work for me?
You looking for some work?
Yes, I am.
Good. Come in here and take a rake. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. Okay, come on over here. Sailman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer.
Fantastic. Can you tell me about work?
The work is simple. Just grab a rake and clean this place up.
And it pays?
You get 5 silvers each time you clean the stables.
What about our horse friend there?
We used to have some of the finest horses in the north, when the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Now we just had this one outside and the 2 in here.
And tell me about the Baron?
Ever since the trouble started, the Baron just hasn't been interested in his horses.
What about the Baronet?
He used to ride the black horse over there.
Magic?
Don't ask me about anything to do with magic. I don't want to know. Don't tie me out with a bunch of questions. Can't you see what a hard life I have?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop asking. Let's go ahead and leave. Oh, and here is a guy with an awesome shirt waving around his sword. Definitely not waving around like a feather duster.
If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face.
I'm sorry, I thought I was talking to your face. Hello, you're the weapon master?
I am the weapon master, expert swordsman and trainer.
Your sword?
This sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of strength and skill.
Skills?
The skills of the sword are thrust, swing, parry, and dodge. Timing of such actions is critical to the success of the fighter.
Can I practice?
Practice is the way to refine and improve one's skills.
Would you be my friend?
Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something more interesting.
What about fighting?
Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of muscle control
and this agility
of strength. I read that backwards, sorry. It is an art in outwitting and outmoving the opponent. I am, of course, a skilled artiste. Do you fight? I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. However, the combat style I teach relies on the subtle alternation of strike and parry. As I observe that you have no skill in the use of parry, you would receive no benefit from my lessons.
So again, because we did not put a point into parry, we cannot use the skill of parry. And I guess he just instantly knows we don't know how to use parry, so we can't practice with him. Can we still ask him about other things, such as brigands?
The brigands fight remarkably well for riffraff who have not yet the benefit of my training. They are cowards who like to hide behind their shields, but I must admit they do that well. Should you find yourself face to face with one of the brigands, I suggest you mirror their techniques.
Use parry or dodge until the opponent lowers his shield to attack. Then strike before he can get his spear into attack position. I guess we really can't do much with this guy, so we're going to go ahead and leave. Let's get back to sneaking so we can continue to improve that skill. It should be the easiest to max out. I think the max for this game is 100. The centaur stops raking as you approach. Hello, you must be Heinrich, right? I am Heinrich. I live in town with my daughter Hilda, who sells our produce on Market Street. What about Hilda? Hilda is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. The farmer's mart? Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. I'm sorry, I missed something there. What was that? The produce is not of the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than fruit come harvest time. Tell me about the harvest. We grow fine fruit in our little orchard and sell it at our stand in town. There you will find fresh cherries in the spring, peaches in summer, and apples in the fall. It is truly a sight to see. So it must be fall then, because she was selling a lot of apples and other vegetables. What about your farm? I can grow enough on this little pot to feed my family in the village. You should see the field during the summer. You sell vegetables? There are a few carrots and potatoes left from last season, but I'm just starting to plant the crops now. I'm a couple of months. I'll have some cherries. The apples won't ripen until fall. Well, she's selling apples though. That's kind of weird. What about your field? There's much work for me to do now, and I bid you good day. Alright, fine. We'll leave him alone. Let's go ahead and head north. Now, we are still sneaking, and we're sneaking for a reason. I really don't want to get into a fight. I was told that Arana's piece is basically directly north of us, so we're just going north as much as possible. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large curved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. This must be Arana's piece. Some nice little fruit here. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. The hunger has been totally satisfied. You don't need another piece of fruit. Excellent. We are told to get some flowers. As you pick a variety of the sweet-smelling flowers, they seem to glow in your hands. You put them safely away. Can we grab more? We can take another handful, but that's all we need. Some sort of plaque here? No amount of physical effort will be able to move this stone. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The tree's blossoms are soft, green, and fragrant. The fruit sparkles in the sunlight, and it appears soft and fuzzy. The grasses in the meadow are covered over with flowers. Alright, we found Arana's piece, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and drop a save. Now our next step is to try to get a picture of what this world looks like. So let's go ahead and explore. Heading to the right, we have the ogre is carrying a chest in his massive arms. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Oh no, I don't want to fight him. Oh, we're so dead. So this is the fighting screen. We can slice to slide. We can try to stab up. We can try to dodge. We can also ask this magic, but we don't really have any spells. We hit him, and he did like no damage. We hit him again. Oh, look at that. Got a couple of hit points off him. And I think he just killed us. What a monster. It was a tough battle, and you lost. Never fear. All you have to do is restore your game. And what do you mean restore what game? That's why you save often in these old games. Always save often. Alright, it looks like we can't sneak here. We'll head one down, and we will go ahead and sneak. This time we are going to go around this big, slow monster. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.